So did you know that there's really one thing that separates successful self-publishers from the people who really never understand and get the self-publishing going? In this video, I'm going to talk about that one thing and exactly what you can do to ensure you find the absolute most success you can when you're self-publishing on Amazon. What's going on, everybody? I'm Emeka, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the exact reason why most self-publishers fail in this business and what you can do to avoid that. So as always, there's always going to be a ton of free resources down in the description of this video. And if you're brand new to the channel, please say hello. And if you like this content and you want more self-publishing advice made simple, hit the subscribe button right now and turn bell notifications on. So when you start self-publishing on Amazon, there's really two different paths you can go down. The first one I like to call the KDP doom and gloom loop. This is unfortunately what a lot of people run into when they are brand new self-publishers on Amazon. And this ends up meaning they're frustrated. They really don't make any money, or if they do make money, it's for a short period of time, and sales kind of fizzle and die off. And they're always having to constantly publish new books and find new keywords and new niches and new tips and tricks and things to keep ensuring their income is going. And that's a very frustrating way of running your business. The second way is more of a flywheel effect. And let's talk about that, because that ensures that you have success long-term with Amazon, that your books are consistently making money month after month, year after year. And that's should be exactly the type of business that you want to build for yourself as an author or as a self-publisher. So first off, you need to ask yourself, exactly what do you want from this business? Are you looking to build an actual business that's going to help make you money month after month, year after year, where you can take some time off, maybe quit your job, travel, buy your dream house, or do whatever else it is that you want with the income that you've been building from your self-publishing business? Or are you just trying to make some quick cash for whatever reason, and you don't really care what happens over the next couple months, and you have to go and start a new business, and then you'll probably do the same type of things that you did in that business as you did here, and then you'll start another one and another one and another one, and you'll keep jumping around from place to place without any real consistent income. Well, if you like the idea of the first one, that's exactly what I want to talk about. And that's called more of a flywheel effect. And I got this idea actually from listening to the audiobook Good to Great by Jim Collins. Absolutely phenomenal business book, if you're into that type of thing. So let's talk about the flywheel effect. So essentially what the flywheel effect is, it's by you doing these little things day by day by day, these seemingly insignificant little things that really all pretty much have no measurable results. You cannot actually see positive results happening, but you just keep plugging away at doing all these little things day by day by day, because you know they're the right things to be doing for your business. But when you take a look at that compounded over time, they've had a massive result, right? And it's the same thing as moving this flywheel. Once you put all this energy into moving this massive flywheel, it takes so much to get it going. But once it gets going and it does that first big turn, and then the second and the third and the fourth, it really becomes unstoppable. And that's the whole concept here. And I'm going to talk about how to relate this to publishing in a second. Whereas the other way, it's doing something and not seeing those results right away. You still doing the plugging away, but you're not seeing results. So what do people do? They shift and they start something else, something brand new. They start from zero again, and they do little results, and then they shift again, start over again on something new because they don't see any results. Start over again, something new because they don't see any results. And how does this relate to publishing? Well, let's take a look at the person who keeps jumping around. You might have guessed it. Let me know in the comments what you think that kind of relates to. But it relates to the people who publish in a whole bunch of different niches, trying to find like the magic book or the magic keyword, I guess is what you would call it. So these people, they are trying to find the hot niches. They're trying to find the quick cash grabs or whatever the case is. So they publish maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books in one niche, and they might see a little success, but then a little bird in their ear tells them, hey, there's another niche over here. And so what do? They forget about those books. They're making a little bit of money. It's all good. But then they shift and they start in a brand new niche from zero again. Brand new niche from zero, publish more books, right? And then somebody else whispers, hey, check out this book or languages. And they publish in that niche, right? Starting in zero again, right? And so now they're in like 6, 7 different niches and wondering why they're only making, X amount of dollars. Because they have all these different niches that they keep starting over again. They're not building actual business. Whereas the people who are doing the flywheel, they find that one customer they want to serve, that one niche that they have some interest in, and they say, I'm going to focus everything I have in this one niche, and I'm going to publish books in this one niche. And so they publish 3 or 4 books, right? And over the time where that other person has published 10 books, this person has only published 3 or 4 because it takes them 2 months to get the book going, right? They're putting so much energy and time into understanding the customer's problem, identifying who their exact type of customer they're targeting is, right? Their outline, their cover, everything. They're making sure they know everything they can about this particular problem that they're solving for their customer, about their books. They're fine-tuning it, revamping it. They want this to be as close to perfect as possible. So they launch it, and they have a plan to launch it, and they're promoting it the right way. And then they get their next book, and they piggyback off the success of their first book or their failure of their first book. Because let's be honest, that first book might not take off the way you expected or they expected, but it doesn't discourage them. And they get that next one and they get going with that. And they get, and they start piggybacking on that. And then they get the third, and, they're promoting their other 2 books. And all of a sudden their third book is the ones that starts taking off. But now because they're promoting books 1 and 2, 1 and 2 start making some sales. And they're focused in here. But the entire time, this is taking months. This is taking months, and they're investing thousands of dollars into this business and not seeing any returns yet. Not seeing any returns. Until 6, 7, 8 months down the road, all of a sudden, boom, they got, their first $4,000 month, right? Boom, their first $6,000 month. And they keep plugging away. They're ignoring all the other crap. They're ignoring the little birdie in their ear saying, hey, come check out languages. Come check out cookbooks. Come check out low content coloring books for aliens. They're ignoring all of that. And they just keep plugging away with their own niche, the own thing that they're loving, they're understanding, they're vibing with. And when we fast forward a year from now, right? Let it be 2 years from now. When we take a look at these 2 people, one guy or girl is still jumping around from business to business like a freaking chicken with their head cut off, not knowing what they're doing. And the other person, they've built up, a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 business. I'm thinking of one of my students in particular who did exactly that, right? It took him 18 months to make his first $1,000, but that exact same niche that took him 18 months to make $1,000 in has turned into a $40,000, $50,000 business with no freaking back end yet. That's just from sales, book sales. That is understanding the flywheel concept. So anyways, I just want to come to you guys with this quick little video. But if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Would love to connect with you. You can check out the programs down in the descriptions as well. And if you want more great self-publishing tips made simple, make sure you hit up or I guess subscribe to this channel. And until next time, everyone, I'm Emeka. Speak to y'all soon.